Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Cullivan, and today we are starting week 3 of Unit 5. We have been spending the last 2 weeks talking about why is nature always changing. So it's week 3, and we have some new vocabulary words that I'd like to introduce you to. First one is autumn. Sometimes we call autumn fall. But the real name of the season is autumn. And that's the season that comes between spring and winter. The weather is kind of cool and the leaves start to change colors and fall off the trees. It's also the time when animals start to gather food for the winter and get ready for the winter. Let's do the next one. The next vocabulary word is fall, which is just another word for autumn, the season that comes between spring and winter. Can you think about an activity that you like to do in the fall? One thing I usually do in the fall is rake the leaves. It's not something I like to do, but when my daughters were younger, then they would play in the leaves and throw them in the air. And look how beautiful that looks when the leaves and the trees all change colors. I love to go for drives and see the beautiful foliage and the leaves changing colors. Everybody say seasons. Can you say seasons? There are 4 seasons in the year, boys and girls. We have winter, spring, summer, and fall. Which season is your favorite? Can everybody say spring? Spring. Spring is the season that comes between winter and summer, and the weather is usually warm. Things start to turn green, leaves start to grow, flowers start to bud in the springtime. We are right now in the winter, but soon it's going to be spring, and I think we all can't wait for spring to get here. You know what season this is? This season is the summer. That is the season that comes between spring and fall, and the weather is usually hot. That's right. We have lots and lots of sunny days. There's no school. You play outside, you go swimming, the grass is green, the trees are green, the flowers are growing, and the weather is hot. That's the summer. One of the things that changes a lot in nature is the weather. Our next vocabulary word is weather, boys and girls. That's the current condition of the air. Is it hot out? Is it cold out? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it sunny? Is it cloudy? That is the weather. And we know the weather is always changing. What season is this, boys and girls? Winter, that's right. It comes between fall and spring, and the weather in the winter is usually cold. It has been cold. We are in our season right now is the winter, and we get snow and cold weather and ice. All right, that's it for vocabulary words for today, boys and girls. But since I have you, I want to talk a little bit about grammar. Now, we have spent a very long time talking about complete sentences and how they have a capital at the beginning, a period at the end, finger spaces between the words, a naming part, and a telling part. Okay, sometimes sentences can be short, though, in your writing. Sometimes you'll be writing sentences and there'll be a whole bunch of sentences, but they're all little short sentences. And when you read it back, you might think that it sounds a little, it doesn't sound as flowy as you'd like it to. So the sun is shining, the birds are singing, I walked to the park, my sister rode her bike. Those are all little kind of short sentences, and sometimes when you're writing and you want your writing to flow better and sound better when you read it, you might want to combine 2 little sentences together. Now in phonics, we've learned about compound words. When we take 2 little words and we put them together to make a big word, well, you can actually make a compound sentence. And that's when we take 2 short sentences and put them together to make a nice long sentence. And usually what we'll do is you'll combine those sentences using the word and, or you could use the word but, depending upon how your sentences go together. So if you can see here, the first sentence is, the sun is shining, the birds are singing. I can put those two little sentences together to make a long sentence that says, the sun is shining and the birds are singing. That's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 words. That's a great sentence for a second grader to have 9 words in their sentence. And it sounds nice. The sun is shining and the birds are singing. The next one says, I walked to the park. My sister rode her bike. Now you could combine those, and this time we're going to use the word but because the two sentences are a little bit different. I walked to the park, but my sister rode her bike. So you see, we combine those two little sentences to make one long sentence. And you hear Riley barking in the background? She sees a squirrel out the window. I'm sorry about that, boys and girls. Oh, there goes Cody. All right, so for the last part, I'm going to post this on Class Kick, but what I would like you to do is take those two sentences and see if you can combine them to make a compound sentence. Good luck, boys and girls. Thanks for listening.